one of my other favourite stories is about the ice bucket challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And how that came about. Could you tell us more on that?
That was the most random thing ever. So, do you know what? Funny enough, this includes Carlisle because I was nominated by a Carlisle fan for this, right? And at first, I was like, "Do I do it?" Because I'm in my early 20s, right?
Yeah.
I was there for the 2016 one, the ALS one. So I was like, I was trying to figure out if this was actually coming back or if it was still in. But when I did my background research, it was still in. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Let me just nominate all the different people I've met recently. I nominated Langzino from Gillingham. I nominated Ali Kingston. And then I nominated Brian Belongo.
Yes.
Who, funny enough, right? So he played for Harrogate at this time. He's on loan from Bristol. And I did a video where we played Harrogate at home. And we got these, I don't know if you've been to a stadium. We got these massive Sky Bet boards by the away end and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like, it's a lot bigger than it looks on video or camera, right? So what happened was Brian Belongo was just bombing down the wing. And then he ended up, I think he lost the ball or he crossed it in, right? But he was bombing down so fast, he couldn't stop himself. He went into a board, flipped over it, like the funniest cartoon fall ever. I got it on video.
Yeah.
And then after that, he got up. He tried to get over it again just by stepping over it. But he didn't step over it. He stepped on the board. And then he ended up doing another cartoon fall where he just absolutely slipped in front of it. So I made a little funny edit that's going minus aura while it was going viral on TikTok, right? The video ended up doing really well and it caught the attention of Brodie Patterson, who ran I think he still runs it, but the Harrogate Town page. And he reached out to me and was like, "You love the video." After I released that video, a lot of the Harrogate fans were taking more pictures of him and going up to him. And I think they had a funny chant for him as well. I can't remember it. But so they reached out to me because they saw we were talking and they said they would love to use that video on their channel and stuff like that. And I was like, Harrogate Town FC, go ahead, use that video, man. Yeah. This does more for me because they even credited me on it. And I was like,
that's amazing.
So what Brodie did, which was a really smart idea, he pulled up a Brian Belongo on video and was like, got him to react to my video. And it was quite a funny video. Check it out. It's still up there. And I thought it was great. And then when I got nominated, I was like, let me just nominate Brian Belongo, see what happens. Because Brian Belongo, funny enough, I've never actually mentioned this. He DM'd me on TikTok after a bit, and he said, "Can I send him the video?"
Oh, brilliant!
Like, yeah. And anyway, so I was like, "Yeah, why not? Let me just nominate Brian Belongo." Yeah. So I nominated Brian Belongo. This was on my Insta story initially. I didn't even make a thing of this because I didn't think it would get a response. Next one I know, Harrogate Town. Their video, "Thank you for my nomination, Rodon's TV." But he does an ice bucket challenge on Harrogate's actual channel. And
that's incredible.
I mean, I was like, I did a little montage on my channel of people were a bit confused by it, so I just made a little thing about it, and it was quite funny. Big up Brian Belongo and Harrogate Town. I hope
100%. I mean, that's so cool.
Honestly,
it's always so nice when footballers respond, or for any level of football. Sometimes footballers can come across as very
arrogant.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's always nice when
but this is,
you can just see someone who's actually just
No,
making.
some people think it's arrogance, but what a lot of people don't know is the clubs themselves tell footballers not to interact with the content creators who are unaffiliated with the club.
Yeah,
because obviously PR and all of that, you never know what's going to happen. So so it's sometimes less, but when you come to that understanding, you kind of see the footballers in a better light. I mean, when you have moments like this, it's
that's what I mean. I think
it comes more natural.
You have everything. You have clubs, you have agents, you have sponsors behind the scenes. But I think it's just one of those things where it makes you really connect. For example, with you, if let's say you have nothing to do with the club or anything, it's nice that you've got a player who's actually responded, and you've just made some content that they've then reached out for. The players reached out to it. And it's it's just nice, kind of community. And
it's great.
I said it's what football is about, really.
In the end, it did great for Brian Belongo because everyone was upset when he had to go back to Bristol.
Oh.
And it was like...
So, I mean, you've boosted their fan base without even trying to.
That's amazing. And I think it just shows the nice side of social media because, we did mention the hate comments earlier on, but stuff like that 20 years ago, that probably would never have happened.
It was
so
crazy.
the fact that just from one situation to another, just goes ahead and creates something that's really fun and enjoyable to watch for every single person. So there's your most famous video on TikTok. Was it the 1.9 million views of the kids doing the take the L?
Speaking of taking the L, at Stockport. Wait, we're actually playing them soon. We haven't played them yet this season at all. So
Wow.
Wait, is it away?
no, so we were supposed to play them at home.
Yeah.
But it got rescheduled, postponed to another date.
Yeah.
And we are playing them away, but I think it's in the same month as when we're playing at them.
Mhm.
It's so weird. It got rescheduled so much later. But yeah, it'll be a good one. I mean, last time I think they did the double over us, and on the second game, which was the away day, my head was absolutely gone because again, I think they scored their third goal or something. Next thing I look, great fans, by the way, great home fans, a lot of noise. They've always got a good home support. But I look down in the corner. And there's this kid going like this. And then there's another one struggling to put his middle finger up. And then there's another. And then it was three of them doing take the L, by the way.
Yeah.
And then you got the one struggling to put his middle finger up.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure that you got their mum in the background. Not many people picked up on this, but she was just dancing like this. And I'm just like, my head was absolutely gone.
I mean, you might see them again.
Maybe.
They'll do the exact
Oh,
same
God.
thing.
We've got it.
Part two.
We've-
You
part
beat
two.
them, do it back to them.
Do you know what? Because we haven't played them in a while. It's been like 2 years since, so they're probably grown up a bit now. But we'll be interested to see. I'll definitely be putting a camera in that little corner again, see
Keep
what
an eye out for
happens.
them. That's funny.
That is so funny.
But hopefully it doesn't
Yeah.
get to that point where they do it on us, because hopefully
No,
we're 2-0
exactly.
up by that point.
Yeah.
But they're a good team, so it'll be
Fingers
fine.
crossed for you. Hopefully be a bit of a better result.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Wimbledon this season as well. How are you finding the campaign so far?
Hey, it's alright, to be fair. I mean, look, it's very up and down. We started off really well. We're beating great teams like Lincoln, Barnsley. Who else was it? It was a convincing, I'd say a convincing loss. But look, it was start of the season, first time in League One, right? Everyone doubted us. Even we doubted ourselves because even in the playoffs, out of all the teams in the playoffs, we kind of had like a very small side, and we made it, and no one was expecting. But in the Luton game, very terrible game overall. But terrible way to open. I think it was the first game out of all the leagues and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very terrible way to kick it off. But to us, we played really well. We really held our own against Luton, who 2 years ago won the Premier League.
Yeah.
And
It's still a very decent squad,
Exactly.
to be fair.
yeah, and we really held our own. And you had Ryan Johnson, who scored an own goal. But for their only goal in that game to be something off one of our players, it just shows a lot. And we went on a massive winning run against Lincoln, against Barnsley. There was a couple other teams I just can't.
Considering they're second now as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
mental.
I mean, in Cardiff midweek, we only lost 1-0 to them. So again, it was another very against an ex-Premier League side, established championship side.
Mhm.
And yeah, and then I don't know what happened. We must have played Burton, and then since then, from October to January, it was just we only won one league game.
Yeah.
And then our second win was just the other day against Reading.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it, Reading? I think we won before that as well. I think it was Reading, right? We won. Not the most convincing win,
Right.
but it was a good win. It
Yeah.
was a really
Win
good
is a
one.
win
We
in
played,
the end,
we played really well. And
Port Vale.
I was proud of us. And Paul Vale.
Port
there you
Vale,
go. Port
yeah.
Vale was it. I didn't go to that game.
They're
That's why.
bottom of the league as well, so
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I wasn't convinced enough, but Reading was convincing because, they're above us. They're mid-table.
Was it
Again.
at Reading or
Oh no, this is at home,
Yeah.
and we, this was us doing the double over them as well because we beat them at home.
Mhm.
So, yeah, last game we played was yesterday, EFL Trophy against Northampton. We lost, but it was EFL Trophy, and we played our second team,
yeah.
third team even, and so it'll be exciting to see what happens. Barnsley away on Saturday, who are really high up as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
are they high up?
no?
Okay.
I think they're 17.
Barnsley are
Seventy-
point behind you.
Oh, yeah.
You're 14.
I
Barnsley are
was shocked.
50.
Oh, wow.
I was shocked. when
They're
I saw
really
that.
disappointing this
Yeah.
season.
You know,
Wow.
point behind you.
you know who their manager is? Conor Hurahan.
By the way,
Is
for-
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Conor
Well,
Hurahan.
I should know that. 'Cause
By the way, for the
Liverpool
record,
played Barnsley in the FA Cup.
for the record, this hasn't been uploaded yet. I'm just waiting for Davis to upload it. Hopefully, we beat Barnsley and then it's uploaded. But Green Sports King Pub, I've done a couple videos of them, and one I done with Callum Fowler.
Yeah.
And we were doing
yeah,
starting,
you mean.
starting combined Barnsley and Wimbledon 11.
Mm-hmm.
Callum Fowler just put all Barnsley players.
Well, you
I
didn't have a
couldn't
single
believe it.
Wimbledon player.
Not a single Wimbledon player. They haven't uploaded this video. I'm hoping they release this video if we beat Barnsley. I'll be waiting. So yeah,
He's got a vendetta against half the clubs in the EFL.
no, he's a great guy though. He's
Yeah,
a great.
no,
I have been begging for a little collab on Saturday, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Cause he's the guy's got a missus, so and it's on Valentine's Day, so
Of course.
he's probably
yeah.
not even attending. But yeah, I think my team's quite pissed. I'm going to a Barnsley game on Valentine's, but
yeah, it's football first.
football first, man.
Football
Football first.
I mean, next year the Super Bowl falls on Valentine's Day.
Does it?
Does
So
it?
that's going to be interesting.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
wow.
I'm so happy I don't like
I looked at it and was like, oh, 14th. I was thinking in my head, there's something different about that date. Because in Brazil, we have Valentine's Day on a different day.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's something like weird. I was like, oh, shit. Valentine's
Are
Day.
you doing Valentine's Day twice then? Or
Just
do
don't
you
do it in the
on
English one. We're
Oh.
both Brazilian. But yeah, I was like, hey, that's going to be interesting. Let them having a football match. But then, I wonder how they're going to do that. Because
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah, that would be very, very interesting. I want to ask you as well, where are AFC Wimbledon finishing? Give it a range, not an exact one
don't-
position, because I think that'd be quite
I
difficult.
was going to say,
Yeah.
you're
I
14th
think-
now. So
I can't give you an exact position
No.
at this point in time, but I'd say at very most 9th,
Yeah.
very least I'd say 20th.
Mhm.
20th.
I mean, you'd snap your hand for that. You'd snap someone's hand off for that at the start of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
say,
Everyone said
yeah.
like, avoid.
even to be up in 14th now is
Exactly.
it's really good to be in.
Exactly, and we were considered the terrible team. I'm pretty sure Port Vale won the league, and
Yeah, Port Vale lost.
can't remember. It was either them or Doncaster who won the league.
Yeah, Port Vale did.
Port Vale did, yeah.
Yeah.
Just think, because
And
there's
they're
only a
not.
6-point gap between
Actually,
21st
no.
relegation
Actually,
and
I don't know which one it
Wimbledon.
was.
A massive surprise as well. Who was it? Bradford. Bradford won.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
scraped autos.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
now-
'cause it was that
yeah.
final. It was that goal right at the end.
Yeah,
wasn't it, that did
exactly.
it?
And they're doing really well. So you got Bradford who just scraped autos, us who just scraped playoffs and won playoffs, doing like the best out of all the teams.
Yeah.
It just shows like how much can change.
I mean,
over
so
time.
we have our EFL show, and we said at the start, towards the start of the season, the gap between League 2 and League 1 isn't actually that big. Like in terms of quality, it isn't.
No, it's
It's
not.
one of the smallest gaps.
It's a very small gap. I would say like, dare I say, League 1 and Championship is probably the biggest gap. After
To be fair, I do think like I know you could say Sunderland this season, but Champion Premier League, it's a massive gap.
Yeah.
it is massive, but I don't know. Like, it's massive because of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is just massive because of pure ability.
Mm.
It just depends how you
Like,
look at it.
with
to me.
League 1 and Championship, you've seen Wrexham and Birmingham have good seasons, but
True.
they spent loads of money, but between them, so
True.
Yeah.
If you have the money, then realistically.
spend
Well,
it.
yeah, exactly. One of the final questions I'm going to ask is, you played in a football charity match at Wimbledon Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? How was that? How did that come about? Like,
Every year, FC Wimbledon like lets their pitch for hire. So a couple, like a group of lads were like, let's just do a little like charity thing, and they got all the Wimbledon fans together, put money through and start playing. It's like they do this every season.
yeah.
It was just fun to get involved, like just being able to play on the pitch that you watch this team play on. It's just something different.
Yeah.
And it's an experience not many people can talk about. So yeah, man, it's just nice. And hopefully, there's a lot of charity events I could have done, and unfortunately, because I booked my holiday, because this was what a lot of people don't know. This was the year I graduated from
Right.
uni, right?
Yeah.
So I was on a lot of holidays and had a lot of holidays, but just to relax. I saved up a lot of money. I went back to my home, Kurdistan, and then I went to Morocco. I even did. I think I did something else, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it's still coming to my mind. But there was a lot of things I was doing throughout this time, and why can't I think of it? I don't know. There's a lot of things.
But you went
Yeah.
ahead and you
Yeah.
booked holidays,
And
went
I
places.
missed out on a lot of charity matches, unfortunately. But I'll love. Hopefully, I can dip my toes back into it.
Yeah.
Even Only Swans, right? They invited me to theirs, but theirs landed on the day we scraped playoffs, and they said the
Oh.
playoffs was going to be on the day they were playing
Oh.
on their pitch. So it was just pure unlucky.
Just pure, just
Pure
Scheduling
unlucky.
is that
time.
massive with
honestly.
these kind of
Yeah.
things.